They say charity begins at home. We say true beauty begins at home. Beautiful Spaces gives you a space experience right from the outer spaces, gardens, landscape, security to the innermost chambers of what makes any space inspiring. We now give you an insight into the world of design, decor, and setup of what gives you a beautiful living room, kitchen, dining, bedroom, plus when you leave home, get a good office space. Beautiful Spaces, your guide to beautiful living.
Glad to have you on this week's episode of Beautiful Spaces, your guide to beautiful living. As always, we have priceless information that you just can't get from anywhere else. We have tips, we have all sorts of things to give away. I mean, this is the most amazing interior design show you will ever find on the planet. So thank you for watching. But before we go any further, we would like to encourage anybody that has comments, views that you want to share, anything that you want us to know about you or about this show, please feel free to contact us through our social media pages that are on the screen right now or the hotline that is right there. Call us and let us know what you think. So before we go any further, let's have a look at the highlights for this week's show.
This week on Beautiful Spaces.
I would say recessed lights would be the cheapest form of lighting currently.
Next on Beautiful Spaces.
On the interior designing tip of the day.
If walls could talk, if your walls could speak, what would they say?
I think they would scream for change.
Walls would scream for change. You had that. On this week's interior design tip of the week, we have walls, walls, and more walls. Hi, Stella.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
I'm good. So we're talking walls, and we're talking about walls with this beautiful background, and people are wondering, what is this? What is going on?
I know. This wall is made of, these are tiles, by the way, they're not bricks.
These are tiles.
Yeah, and this wall on which they are installed, pasted on, is a fake wall. It's made from gypsum.
Wow.
Gypsum boards. So you can easily build a wall and put stone on them. Gypsum is strong enough to take it. Then there are different types of walls. Stone walls, stucco walls. Stucco walls are smooth pastes. Not the rough type of paste, it's Italian stucco actually. It's very easy to wipe on any dirt that comes on the wall. They're very easy and friendly to work with. Then there are also other examples of walls like a paste, the normal paste we see.
Yeah,
you can
I think
also,
I've seen that one on the outside of buildings.
Yes.
It's very popular now. Yeah.
But also it can also be done indoors.
Oh,
Yeah, there are 3D wallpapers that you can actually feel. You can feel the texture of the paper. They're even very good for kids' rooms because they have sceneries. Let's say Spider-Man coming out of and can literally feel like as if it's there. You can touch it.
Yeah.
There are also 3D wall panels. Again, their pictures being shown around, although they're not yet in the market in Uganda. But you can find them in Dubai and other places. 3D wall panels are very popular now.
Wow, that's awesome. But now for me, my question is like, let's say that I want to be. I've seen the show, I want to be more creative, I want to come and put one of these very beautiful things in my living room. Where do I go? Because I don't know. Where do we do
We
this
actually
things?
do this here at our home decor. We can
okay.
come and, it doesn't have to be this design, can be many other designs. We have our suppliers with unique stones.
Okay.
Yeah, these stones were not painted on, they're just plain white, they're made this way.
Okay, so they can be different colors as
Different colors as well.
Wow, that's awesome. So as you can see, people, if you want your walls to scream out happiness, love, joy, you should definitely, first and foremost, come here and get some really nice walls, but also change it up. Don't let it be the usual stuff that we always know.
And now the Decor Vocal, the language of design.
This week we have a very special viewer that sent us a picture that is absolutely breathtaking. But before we look at that, I would like to encourage all of our viewers and also new viewers and also old viewers that if you're interested in showing us your spaces, just please take a picture of it, take a picture of your space as well as a picture of yourself, send it to our Facebook page and it will be featured on the show. Right now, let's have a look at this week's My Space. Beautiful things are happening in our country. Everywhere you look, there's construction, there is addition to the places and everything. And every week, we like to share special spaces with you. Please have a look at this week's Space of the Week. So if you're looking for beauty and comfort as you wind up your day, or maybe you just don't want to sit in the traffic jam as you head home, then this week we have a solution that you will love. This restaurant makes it to our Space of the Week this time around. This space is fine to admire right from the lighting, the ambience, the cool breeze, and the quiet atmosphere. And of course, not forgetting the comfortable seats that you have to lay your back in as you sip your cup of coffee, as you take your wine, as you have your sumptuous meal. The one thing they do perfectly is take extra care in making your culinary experience as special as possible by providing a warm ambience and simple decor topped with superb food and mind-blowing service. But putting all this aside, this amazing area made it to our Space of the Week because of the simple beauty it possesses. And as they say, beauty does lay in the hands of the beholder. But this kind of beauty could not only lay in our hands, we just had to share it with you as well. This space is one that will give you peace of mind right from the time you walk in to the time that you leave. They have perfection in everything. The restaurant did not only master the art of their meals, but also the interior and the exterior of the premises just right. The property has a blend of colors that all match and create a unique beauty right from the outside to the inside. The choice of furniture make it comfy, and light and glass setting create a magnificent oasis. And well, you can only experience this extraordinary feeling by visiting this place yourself.
At Nina Interiors, it's not just furniture, it's an experience that we give you. Enjoy the thrill for choice at Nina Interiors with a wide range of signature furniture and our new range of fabric sofas that will give any living room a breath of fresh air. It only gets better as we give you the reason to transform your home with our special offers on curtains, nets and accessories, all delivered and installed to your taste at good prices. It's got to be Nina Interiors.
Next on Beautiful Spaces. Looking for what's hot and trending on the market? Take a look at this.
We are still getting some really helpful information on lighting with an interior designer. Martin, tell us about lighting in interior design.
Lighting is an interesting topic. When you mention lighting, what comes to mind is the composition of lights. And to deal with the composition of lights, you must talk about layers. Yeah, because there are different layers of lighting. So, and these layers, of course, have different purposes. For example, the first layer is ambient or accent lights. Okay. Yeah, these are normally lights which are used in let's say, gypsum board ceilings, of course, like LEDs. And these ones here, basically, it's good to create moods in a room. Yeah. Then, of course, you have the task lights. Now, these are working lights. For example, if you're using a knife, trying to cook something in the kitchen, you have those focus, exactly. Right there. And then you have also what they call focus lights. Now, focus lights are especially good when you have like art pieces on the wall, are normally directed towards the wall, like the painting. If you have a feature you want to show on the wall, an art piece, maybe a family portrait, an heirloom, So this is what comes to mind. These are the different layers. And of course, lastly, probably decorative layer of lights. And this one is mainly like chandeliers. Okay. Yeah, so of course, when the composition of lights in a room brings about these different layers and creates different moods as well.
We are still getting some really helpful information on lighting and all the different uses you could put light to, and all the different sources, and all, well, basically all things lighting.
Let me first continue from the layers. You see, these all work hand in hand. You know that there's also what they call daylighting, which I should have actually mentioned earlier. And this is, of course, the natural light is from the sun. And normally how we light a room with this also, it depends on our openings, how we treat our openings. For example, you have skylights, you have strip windows, you have, all sorts of windows openings that bring in light into a room. So talking about artificial lighting in conjunction with this, you notice that if you look at the lamps we have today, the incandescents, you have the fluorescents, the LEDs, you notice that they have different types of whites and reds. Yeah. This all stem from, if you call it the graph of light, from the reds to from the night fire to the sky blue. In between you have the whites.
Trying to mimic what we had
exactly
back then and reproduce it.
Exactly in the modern way. And you notice that when it comes to spaces and these lights, they go in line with the layers, the different uses. So, for example, you have the incandescents. These are like the bulbs which produce that warm reddish or yellowish, orangish light. Yeah. This is basically to give a room there's moody, warm feel to it. And then you have the fluorescents, which are mainly whites, and also the what they call, you can see like recessed lights, for example. Okay. And you look at LEDs as well. These ones, of course, emit from different parts of hiding it within a recessed ceiling with different colors. That's also now to change moods, and so all sorts of moods, basically. Of course, all combined together. They work at different times, day and night.
So the thing that we want to know right now, because we've had a lot already, you've told us all these wonderful things we can do with the lights and how we can evoke emotion and moods in rooms and everything. But I guess the question in everybody's mind is the cost, because that is always the bottom line. What are the cost-effective ways that we can make sure that we use lighting well and enhance our living spaces and everything?
Yeah, it's a good question, actually. And it's a challenge as well. With lighting, first of all, the type of light you buy.
Staying within a cost-effective means of doing so.
That's now technology, it depends on the market. But I would say recessed lights would be the cheapest form of lighting currently.
Recessed light?
Yeah, if you use recessed lights, because the cost of recessed lights, they have new technology in them, basically, and they use up less. They are like, not fluorescents, but I could say LEDs, basically, LED lights as well. They are low, they're energy efficient, that's the word I'm looking for. And of course, compared to the incandescents, which have that film in between, the coil rather, which eat up a lot more power. That's one. And then another thing also, when it comes to natural lighting, is to declutter.
Okay.
You see, one of the ways why people, you find them having a lot of stuff in their room. Having the illusion of space also depends on how much you have in a room. If you declutter the room, clean it up, it also helps, enhance, increase on the light in the space. That's with regards to natural lighting. And also the other materials you use. I mean, when it comes to lighting, for example, people spend a lot. What people don't know is you spend a lot more money using having these chicken mesh ceilings, and then you have your lights inside there, as opposed to the gypsum board. I think I mentioned this earlier on, and basically the cheapest. I would then go back to the cheapest is recessed lighting still, and LEDs, and LEDs are more expensive actually, but recessed lighting is much cheaper. Decluttering a room and material, even it's open, having an open space also helps. Yeah, so that you probably have maybe dimmed lights in one room that flow into the next, so that you're using less power, and also it's also good in terms of reducing your cost on lighting as well. This is coming from a design perspective. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this has been extremely informative and amazing. Thank you so much. As usual, you leave us feeling like we know a lot more than we did before you came on the show. Thank you so much, Martin.
I appreciate that.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Me too.
Thank you.
Next on Beautiful Spaces.
Good offers, good bargains with our special deals available on the market. For our inspiration across the world, we look at our world space this week.
This week on World Space, we have proof that Nick Jonas's Hampton's summer rental is the ultimate bachelor pad. Nick Jonas knows how to take some time off for self-care, as evidenced from the 6,200 square foot Hamptons house where he's temporarily taken shelter. Nick is renting the beautiful seaside abode through Airbnb for the week. Located in Bridgehampton, the house boasts of 6 bedrooms, billiards room, a comfortable media room, one massive backyard complete with a pool.
Next on Beautiful Spaces.
Today's show has been so exciting and amazing, as you will agree. I mean, you've taken away information that is going to be invaluable in transforming your living space and in transforming your life in general, right? Right. So I'm sure that you will be catching us again next week. Special thanks go out to Alpha Home Decor for this beautiful set on which we are shooting today's show. As you can see, they have some really awesome stuff. Special thanks also go out to Mosaic Fashion House for making sure that I look as nice as I do today. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it beautiful.